making me scared of going before 100, 3 times that amount of people. See? Which I am not scared because as a psychologist, every man out there have a heart. See? And I get to the hearts of everyone with the music. And if you cannot get to the heart and the mind of the people, don't bother play. See? And because I confident myself and I know the spiritual ingredients that I put in my music, I know say it's no doubt, no if, no but, no maybe. Anytime the first note strike, you're under that spell. True.
Winston Hubert McIntosh, popularly known as Peter Tosh or Stepping Razor, was born on October 19, 1944. He lived in Grange Hill, Westmoreland. In his younger years, it was evident that he was musically inclined. He sang on his church choir and learned to play the organ. He also taught himself to play the guitar. When he was 16, he moved to Trenchtown. While living in Trenchtown, he continued to aspire in becoming a musician. Tosh sought the help of a vocal coach, Joe Higgs, who gave free music lessons. Through this contact, Tosh met Robert Nesta Marley and Neville O'Reilly Livingston. The trio started singing together in 1962. Higgs taught the trio to harmonize, and they would often play on the street corners of Trenchtown. Tosh was critical to the band because he had the ability to play the guitar and the keyboard, and he inspired and taught Bob Marley and Bunny Wailer how to play. The Wailers didn't start out as a reggae group. In 1964, the Wailers got their first hit with the ska-inspired Simmer Down. As the 60s wound down and the world political consciousness heated up, the Wailers pioneered a new musical direction. The Wailers were introduced to Danny Sims and Johnny Nash, who signed the three artists to an exclusive recording contract on Sims and Nash's Jad Records label. The Wailers moved from the up-tempo dance of ska and slowed their music to a rock-steady pace, and infused their lyrics with political and social messages, inspired by their newfound faith, Rastafarianism. The Wailers composed several songs for the American-born singer Johnny Nash, before teaming up with the producer Lee Scratch Perry to record some of the earliest well-known reggae songs, including Soul Rebel, Duppy Conqueror, and Small Axe. The collaboration had given birth to reggae music, and in 1970, bassist Aston family man Barrett and his brother, drummer Carlton Barrett, joined the group. They recorded the album The Best of the Wailers, which was produced by Leslie Kong and released in 1971. In 1972, Danny Sims assigned the balance of Jad Records' recording contract with the band to Chris Blackwell and released the album Catch a Fire in 1973, following it up with Burning and Natty Dread in 1974. Peter Tosh was a militant and prolific songwriter. However, Chris Blackwell refused to issue his solo album in 1974. Tosh and Bunny Wailer left the Wailers, citing unfair treatment they received from Blackwell. In 1976, Peter Tosh released his solo debut album, Legalize It.
Legalize it. Don't criticize. Legalize it, yeah, yeah. I will advertise it. Some call it tamping. Some call it the weed. Some call it marijuana. Some of them call it ganja. Never mind, legalize it.
The title track soon became popular among endorsers of marijuana legalization, reggae music lovers, and Rastafari all over the world. As a Rastafarian, Tosh faced a lot of conflict from the police. He was arrested for smoking marijuana in 1972. He was beaten by the police, dislocating his lower vertebrae. Also, in 1978, after his performance at the One Love concert, Peter was arrested again for the possession of marijuana. They transported him to the police station where they beat him for over an hour. Their intention was to kill Tosh, so he played dead to survive the ordeal. Tosh's second album, Equal Rights, was released in 1977. In 1978, the Rolling Stones record label, Rolling Stones Records, signed Peter Tosh, where the album Bush Doctor was released, introducing Tosh to a larger audience. The album featured Rolling Stones frontmen Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, and the lead single was a cover version of the Temptations song Don't Look Back, which was performed as a duet with Jagger. It made Tosh one of the best-known reggae artists.
Just your problems, no one else's problems. You just have to make. So if you just put your hand in mine, we're gonna leave all our troubles behind. We gonna walk and don't look back.
Mystic Man and Wanted Dread and Alive followed, both released on Rolling Stones Records. Tosh tried to gain mainstream success while keeping his militant views, but was unsuccessful, especially compared to Marley's achievements. In 1984, after the release of 1983's album Mama Africa, Tosh went into a self-imposed exile, seeking the spiritual advice of traditional medicine men in Africa. Tosh participated in the opposition to apartheid in South Africa by appearing at anti-apartheid concerts and by conveying his opinion in various songs like Apartheid, Equal Rights, Fight On, and Not Gonna Give It Up. In 1983, at the Los Angeles stop at Tosh's Mama Africa tour, a local musician named Bruno Kuhn went to the hotel where Tosh was staying to give him a gift. The gift was a custom-built guitar in the shape of an M16 rifle. Tosh went on to perform on stage with the guitar. In 1987, Peter Tosh had a career revival by releasing the album No Nuclear War. Sadly, he was awarded a posthumous Grammy Award for Best Reggae Performance in 1987 for No Nuclear War, just months after he was murdered in a home invasion robbery. Peter Tosh was described as a rebel, outside and inside of music, but his legacy and talent cannot be forgotten. He was a pioneer for reggae, and his career with the Wailers was legendary, but he backed his talent and became a legendary solo artist in his own right. His life was sadly cut short, but through his messages in his music, interviews, and activism, he has inspired and taught millions around the world. A monument to Peter Tosh is maintained by his family near Negril, Jamaica, and is open to the public. On October 12, Tosh was awarded Jamaica's fourth highest honor, the Order of Merit. In 2016, the Peter Tosh Museum was created and opened to the public. It is located at 38A Trafalgar Road, New Kingston, Jamaica. If you haven't been there, please go and check it out.
This one, international recognition in the world of rock and roll. This time we are going to rock and reggae. And this one is called Johnny Be Good.
Stay safe, stay blessed, and thanks for watching.